Hey all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I want to talk about the fact that, I've been keeping something from you. It's my skincare routine. Da, 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 da. Wow. Seriously though, I have a tendency to talk so much about makeup and colorful palettes and things like that when honestly, one of my loves is my skincare routine. I really enjoy the process of pampering myself each morning and each evening before I go to bed. It just makes me happy, and skincare is something that I kind of didn't get into until I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, maybe. And now I feel like kids, actual children, are getting into skincare, and I don't know whether to be happy about it because they're really starting to care about their skin while it's still at its most elastic, when it's still at its most full of collagen and things like that, or if I should be pissed because as a child, you know what I used? Nothing. I don't remember ever washing my face. When I did wash my face, you know what I was using? St. Ives peach scrub. You used it too, and you know what it did? It just destroyed your skin. It made little cuts into your skin, and that was what we had for skincare. Or Neutrogena cream, or was it Neutrogena? Noxzema cream. Or my personal favorite, Seabreeze toner.
Seabreeze cleans so deep you'll feel it.
That shit burned like a son of a bitch. I have had some skincare that I have been using for the past several months that I really want to talk about, and I have been purposefully waiting to make this video because I am not somebody who likes doing first impressions of skincare. At the most, I can do a first impression of maybe a body lotion or something that's scented, but I like to use something for a while before talking about it because your skin could have reactions. You could see or feel no change to it. It's just, I don't know, I really feel like it's something that your body needs to build up almost a tolerance to before you can really see the results. So I want to talk to you about some skincare I have been loving for my routine each day, each night. Let's get into it. One more thing before we get into everything, I just want to say, obviously, I am not an esthetician. I am not a dermatologist. I am not even necessarily a skincare enthusiast, but these are what has been working for me. I am 42 years old. I do have normal to dry skin. The only places that I might get a little bit shiny throughout the day are right here on the very sides of my nose and in the middle of my eyebrows. Other than that, my skin is normal to dry. So please keep that in mind. If you are an oily skin babe, these might not work for you. I'm just letting you know what works for me. The first thing I want to talk about, I am actually shocked that I haven't talked about it before now because as you can probably see, I am already halfway through this bottle. This is the KC Serum Toner with Purifying. I had to write out the phonetic spelling of this, galactomyces ferment filtrate, which is used to clear and prevent troubled skin. For me, what I love about this is the hyaluronic acid. You're going to notice that a lot of my favorite skincare products have hyaluronic acid in it. What that is a humectant, which means that it helps bring moisture from outside into the skin. So if you are like me, if you have dry skin at all, or as we age, our skin kind of loses that elasticity, it loses that moisture. So helping to pull moisture into the skin helps the skin to look a little bit more youthful, a little brighter, a little, glowy. And I love that vibe. So this was sent to me by KC, and I was hesitant at first because I had never used any of their skincare, and I am using the hell out of this. And this big bottle, which is 8.5 fluid ounces, that's a lot, is only $18. So this is definitely, I'm going to put it out there, this is definitely the most inexpensive thing I'm going to talk about today. No, wait, that's a lie. This is the second most inexpensive thing I'm going to talk about today, but I've just been loving this. I use this, a toner, after I cleanse my face, and I really do feel like this helps to kind of bring back that balance because a lot of times when you wash your face, you are kind of stripping it of some nutrients because you're also getting that dirt off, that oil off. So you want to rebalance your skin, and I feel like this does a great job for me. I have tried a few other KC skincare products, and they're okay to me, but this one is such a standout. The next thing I want to talk about is what I use right after toner. And again, this is something I don't hear talked about too often, but in K-Beauty, this is huge. So this is the Handskin Hyaluron Skin Essence. So after toning my face, I will let that sit a minute, and then I will re-wet my face. And I have just a little spritz bottle. I will take a few drops of this and pat it, really press it into the skin. Now, when there was this whole craze for glass skin a few years back, they suggested you do that and you let it soak in. and then do it 6 additional times. I've tried it before. I don't think that makes that much of a difference for me personally, but what this does do for me is just add more moisture. Again, this does have hyaluronic acid in it. So this personally, not only does it help with the moisture, but I feel like it definitely helps to kind of plump up my skin a little bit by bringing in that moisture. It just feels good too. And I've used almost this whole bottle at this point. I will 150% be repurchasing this. This retails, okay, it's normally $25. Right now, as I'm filming this, it is on sale at Ulta for $18.75. I'm going to be linking all of these items down below. This is definitely something I purchased myself. I'm going to purchase time and time again. I just really love this. Oh, this also does have collagen in it. And they say that this is for moisturizing, skin glowing, skin boosting, skin balancing, skin softening. I just like this for bringing extra moisture into my skin. So after I use Essence, that's when I typically go in with my serums, and I'm using the same thing that I have been using, so I'm not going to talk at length about it. I use the Drunk Elephant Vitamin C Serum along with the Drunk Elephant Resurf Serum, and I let that soak, and then I move on to the eyes. And y'all, I have three different eye products to talk about, and I'm not usually somebody who focuses on eye products. You got to focus on eye products? The first one I want to talk about is the only Drunk Elephant product I'm actually going to show off today. This is the C Tango Multivitamin Eye Cream. I've been really enjoying this. This does have a bit of a thicker consistency, I will say, but I do feel like this has done a good job because it is vitamin C packed to brighten my under eyes a little bit. Now, I do not have extreme dark circles. I do not have very, very deep lines, but I do feel like this does a good job, again, of brightening and hydrating my under eyes. I've recently learned also, so I used to take eye cream and go like this and look up and pat it right here. I've learned recently that you're really supposed to take eye cream and pat it more on the orbital bone, which you can feel is like right under your under eyes, and then whatever's left on your fingers, the very littlest amount you can continue to pat, but the majority of your eye products should go on that orbital bone. Only recently found that out. Fun fact. This also is packed with peptides, which is supposed to reduce the appearance of fine lines and also puffiness. But again, it's all about the vitamin C for me, and this retails, this is not cheap. This retails for $64. Now, I will say, I don't even use like a half of a pea-sized amount with this. Like, I don't use a full pump for sure each time. I use like a quarter of a pump. It is the tiniest amount, maybe smaller than the size of a pencil eraser. Just a tiny bit goes a very long way. This is a thicker eye cream. This is something you can use morning and night. I just use this one in the mornings personally. Now, I have been switching off every other day between this and what I'm going to show you next. Now, full disclosure, this next thing was sent to me. This is also the most expensive thing I'm going to talk about. This is the Osea Eye Duo, okay? And this retails on their website for $98. On the Nordstrom site, it is $88, so I'm not sure what the price discrepancy is, but this duo, which comes together, first, it contains the Ocean Eyes Serum. This I do use every day. Even when I use the Drunk Elephant, I use this first. So you can probably see I've used quite a bit, but at the same time, like, it looks like I haven't even made a dent. We have a roller ball at the top, which is something I love in eye products, because what that is just a very cold roller ball that will help to reduce puffiness, because, any cold things, and I do use an ice roller still on my face as well, will reduce any kind of puffiness, but this doesn't instantly, and this is very good for hydration under the eyes. This is not going to reduce fine lines and wrinkles. This is not necessarily going to take away your dark circles. What's absolutely funny to me is on the website, they do say reduces lines, reduces dark circles. I will say personally, I have not seen a difference there. I have seen a difference in puffiness. And when I wake up, if I haven't had enough water the day before, which is about 99.99% of the time, I wake up with puffy under eyes or my face is puffy. This really does help me with that. It hydrates. I will put it, literally, I will take it and go like this once on my under eyes. And look, I don't know if you can even see, it is a very wet formula. It's almost watery, like not almost watery. It is watery, but it is a little thicker than water. So I will put it there and pat it and then wait. And then when I'm not going in with the Drunk Elephant eye cream, I will go in with the Osea Advanced Repair eye cream on top of that. This is also a bit of a thicker consistency. I will say I've used about a third of this pot so far, and I feel like this is something I really enjoy at night too, because it is like, it's thicker, but it's almost gel-like in the way that it blends onto your skin and soaks into your skin. It doesn't sit on top. This does not affect makeup if I do use it during the day, which I also do sometimes. It's just fantastic, and it is scent-free, which I love. Actually, the other one is scent-free as well, but I feel like this one is great for people with sensitive under eyes. Both of these together, they've just been very, very gentle on my under eyes, but I do feel like I've seen a difference in the hydration level under my eyes. I don't know exactly which product it is. Again, I know that this reduces puffiness. I freaking love this serum. I love it. I love it. But I've had just really good luck, and I'm torn. Full disclosure, this was sent to me in PR. Will I repurchase this? I'm going to have a hard time not repurchasing this. I really am, because I just really, really enjoy both of these, but I am aware that that's expensive. Maybe if I can purchase them one at a time, because I think I'm going to run out of this. I don't know. I say I'm going to run out of it pretty quickly, but I've been using it for months and I'm only down to there. So who knows? But these are fantastic. If you have tried any other products by Osea, let me know in the comments down below, because I was super impressed with this. So after eye cream, that is when I do my regular face moisturizer. And for that, I am still using the Drunk Elephant Protini Polypeptide. Nothing new there. And then I go in with my sunblock, which is still my Super Goop sunblock. There's nothing new there. What is more new to my routine is after I use my sunblock, I've been going in with the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. Now, you can use this one of two ways. You can use this as a serum, and serums I always do after my toner, before my moisturizer. You can absolutely do it that way, but you can also use this as kind of a skincare focused makeup base, which is what I've been doing. So after my SPF, I will apply like one pump of this to my entire face. And the glow it gives is ridiculous. Your skin looks so healthy, so lush. It feels so good, but it looks so good. And I'll admit, I bought this after I was talking with my friend Heather, who is Heather Austin Makeup on Marco Polo. And there was a time when she was like just chatting with me, and I was like, stop talking. What is on your freaking skin? Because she was glowing, and she was like, oh, it's this. It's always this. So thank you, Heather, for the recommendation. I've been using this every day. I really love it. Again, you can use this as a serum. I've been using it as a makeup base. Niacinamide is also especially good for reducing like hyperpigmentation or reducing dark spots. I do have a few dark spots, and I don't mind them so much because I like my freckles to show, but like around my eyes, right around this area, I have several dark spots that it does help to reduce them, so maybe they're the same color as my freckles and they're not standing out so much. But it feels really good, and it smells like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. If you prefer unscented skincare, this is not the thing for you. I will say that, but I've been loving it. Next, I want to talk about two products that I only use at night. These are meant to only be used at night. One of them can probably be used during the day. The other one you should really only use at night. So let's talk about that one first. This is the Peach and Lily Retinol for All Renewing Serum, and it contains 0.1% retinol. And when I say retinol, there are two different words, okay? We have retinol with an O and retinol with an A. Now, when I looked it up, I'll admit I was having a hard time finding out what the difference is between the two, but I do believe that retinol with an O is converted by your skin into retinol. And also, this one is apparently much better for people with sensitive skin. More people experience irritation with the retinol with an O than they do with retinol with an A. So if you experience irritation, if you have sensitive skin, this might be better for you. I will say I do not personally have sensitive skin, so I can't speak to that. I'm just saying what their claims are. But this, I've really been enjoying it. I do not use this every day. I use this about 3 times a week max, and I feel like I have seen an improvement in my skin texture. That's what these are really good for. I do have not necessarily textured skin, like fully textured, but when I take pictures of my face, which I do because I'm on YouTube, and I zoom in real close, maybe I'm trying to like edit out a big old pimple, I will notice that my skin does have some texture to it, and I feel like this has been improving the texture, but it does also hydrate a bit, which I find that retinols in the past that I've used have not done a very good job at hydrating, but that's not their job. This has made my skin feel a bit more soothed. The claims on the site say that this does brighten 11 times faster than traditional retinols. I really do feel like, again, for me, I have seen a bit of skin brightening. I have seen a bit of texture improvement with this. Now, this is a bit of expensive product as well. This is $55, but I will say, again, it does have a pump. I use the tiniest amount for my whole face, and I spread it out nice and thin, and I don't put it in the areas where I don't necessarily care about it. You can probably put this all the way down your décolleté. I put it down my neck a little bit, but really I focus this on the areas that are important to me to reduce texture. I just have been really liking this. I've used a few products from Peach and Lily, and I've been really impressed. So if you're looking for a solution, like a retinol solution that is a bit better for sensitive skin, I highly recommend this. Again, it's called the Retinol for All Renewing Serum. That is a name. This other item, okay, I received this when I went on the Creators and Friends trip. I had never even heard of this brand, and then I saw everyone talking about this as soon as we got back, and I was like, I guess I'll try it, and I love it. This is by Undefined Beauty, and this is the R&R Night Serum. Oh my freaking God. This is $28 for this huge bottle, and I use this as the very last step in my skincare routine. Here's one thing I will say as a negative for probably most people, not for me. This is scented, and it is kind of a strong scent. It does go away, but there is a scent to it. So if you can only use unscented skincare, if your skin is very sensitive, or if you personally are sensitive to smells, I would stay away from this. But this hydrates my skin so well. Like when I wake up in the morning after actually remembering to use this, my skin genuinely feels like more plump and just better. On the website, it does say that this contains retinol alternatives. So it's things like antioxidants and things like brighteners, and they help in that way, but there's zero irritation because these are not retinols. These are just retinol alternatives. Very strange statement. Okay, the scent, they say it has light herbaceous notes of helichrysum and rosewood. It's strong. It is a very earthy scent. I can't explain it other than earthy. Herbaceous is a very good word for it. It's lots of herbs and things like that, but I don't mind that because the smell does go away. I use maybe 2 drops of this on my entire face, and I really press it into the skin. Wait before you go to bed so that it can sink in a little bit and you don't get your pillowcase all gross, but I do feel like this has made a significant difference in my nighttime skincare routine when I remember to use it. This very last thing I want to talk about. Okay, so I'm going to call this skincare because it is care for your skin, just not on your face. I saw this recommended, I want to say on like BuzzFeed or some crap like that, and it has been a game changer for me. So this is the, I'm going to butcher the name. I'll say QCO Cuticle Oil, Revitalizing Cuticle Oil. First of all, the container is huge, okay? Normally it retails for $14, but as I'm looking on Amazon, which is where I bought it, it's on sale for $8. A little bit goes a long way, but I have used so many cuticle oils in the past, okay? I have very dry cuticles, very dry hands in general. And this is the only thing that has actually made a difference for me. Like, it looks like I haven't used any of it. I've used this almost every single day for actually months, plural. When did I buy this? March 26th. Okay, I haven't used it every single day, but I've used it probably every other day since March, and it's like this far down. It is amazing. It feels so good on your cuticles, and it really, really like hydrates. I don't know if you can't even see, but before this, my cuticles were actually peeling and cracking. They were freaking cracking, and now they are not. They're just hydrated. They look good. They're soft, and it makes doing my nails easier. It's so, so good. Like, this is just one of those things. If you get acrylic nails, if you don't get acrylic nails, if you never put nail polish on your nails in your entire life, this is something I would highly recommend to everyone. It's just so nourishing, and not gonna lie, when my hands are really dry, I will put a few drops of this on the back of my hands and use it to moisturize both of my hands in general. I love it. It does have a scent, I believe. Yeah, it does have a scent, a vaguely citrusy scent. It's not very strong, but it's just so hydrating. So that's it. Those are all the products that I've really been loving for my skin. Also, I didn't mention this, but today I'm not wearing any foundation. I am wearing a little bit of concealer, but just under my eyes. I'm not wearing any foundation. This is like my skin. I am aware that I am somebody who has not personally struggled with acne or, you know, very, very textured skin or things like that. But at the same time, like, this is what's really been working for me. I feel like my skin is much brighter, much more even than it was. I have not seen reduce of line, wrinkles, things like that. I really haven't, I'll be honest with you. But I've just seen an improvement in my skin overall. I hope some of these work for you. I hope some of these offer you some solutions to any issues that you might have been having. Leave your favorite skincare in the comments below. Share it with everyone, especially if you're an oily skin babe. I would love to know what works for you so that you can help support people who might be reading the comments who are looking for your recommendation. I always welcome that. If you like this video, if you gained any knowledge from it, I would love if you give it a thumbs up. That always helps out my channel so much. You all can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Those are all GlitterFallout. And as always, and forever, you are super freaking glowy faced rock stars. And I love you so much with my whole heart. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.